Dave Rubin's back from his month-long vacation. Make a big deal of that. He's going on Fox all the time now. He's like full on. He's doing a daily show now for Glenn Beck. He has, Dave Rubin's really, in many respects, really come out of the closet and basically concedes that he's like a full-on conservative at this point. He's going to vote for Trump and whatnot. But here's the thing. Regardless of the fact that Dave Rubin has embraced his actual political ideology, finally, the thing that he's yet to come to grips with, and he's still struggling, is that he's just not that bright. And so what he really should be doing is not saying much. He should just be asking questions, just sort of like hang back. But here he is. This is Dave Rubin. This goes back, this is from June of 2018, of 2020, I should say. And Dave Rubin, we just got around to watching this because, we don't spend too much time watching Dave Rubin. But watch this. He is sitting there with Lewis Howe. Who is Lewis Howe, guys?
Oh, he's like an inspirational speaker, writer. He's like a former athlete. I was invited to his book party like 5 years ago. I can't believe I'm telling you this.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, I mean, I don't know, but that's how I know who he is. That's it.
Here's the...
Does he end up signing bills that increase the debt and the rest of it? Yeah, because the whole system is out of whack. There's no money left, and yet we keep, more stimulus. We have literally no money.
How much debt are we in right now?
Trillions and trillions of dollars, and it's going up. I think we just signed another $2.2 trillion stimulus. It's like the number. How do we get out? Well, I hate to tell you. Are we ever going
to get out of this? Or is it just you go bankrupt and you say start again?
Can I whisper how we get out? I mean, it's called war. The sad truth is it seems to me that we're in an almost unavoidable conflict with China now. They have so much of our debt that we know we can never pay it back. There's nothing, like short of like some sci-fi, we find a planet somewhere that has unobtainium like in Avatar, and we mine it and sell it to the Chinese here, although we would get in a war over who's going to get there first. Like, there are debtors, and we've got more weapons than our debtors right now. Talk about a mafia move. It's like, we sort of know, we can keep borrowing from them because we got all the nukes and, they've got some stuff, but, we've got bases everywhere. It's a seriously depressing, like, unpleasant thing to think.
They got more people. Can't they just create more weapons and have more money?
They got more people. I suspect they're probably cloning people, too. That's a whole other thing. I mean, we know we can clone dogs and,
oh my God.
You can clone sheep, or we can, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, if we can clone dogs right now, which there's commercial cloning of dogs happening, right?
What? Why is this allowed to be... deplatform this crap.
Just so you know,
that's the school of greatness.
This is the school of greatness. This is how you get how are we going to deal with our debt? We're going to clone dogs. We could sell them. Just so you know, that of our debt, something like less than 30% of our debt is owned by foreign investors. Never mind China.
Yeah.
China's probably owns 10, 12% of our debt. And that's, not insignificant. But we're going to have to go to war with China because they own 10% of our debt. Do you know who we owe the most amount of money to? We owe the most amount of money to ourselves. To Social Security, to the Federal Reserve. It is literally an accounting. It is a stroke of a pen, and it is gone.
Maybe we should interview
we got to fight
Kelton.
China because we owe them too much money. This is just absurd, stupidity. Just unbelievable.
Is this why we're fighting ourselves now?
Well, maybe that's why there's so much polarization, because we're mad that we owe ourselves this money, and so we're at war with ourselves.
Mm-hmm. If only we could clone ourselves.
If only we had cloned dogs, and then everybody would be happy.
I love in the middle of that, he's like, gosh, I know, this is some heavy stuff to think about. if we find some new unobtainium or we start cloning people, we can clone dogs. I mean, these are just some heady issues that we got to front.
This is so okay, it's one thing to go into the Elon Musk, crypto world space that they're all in, all the people who the crypto Nazis. This is a completely different. They're trying to pull an Oprah. when they're going on Lewis Howe, who I don't think has a political perspective at all, when he's having Dave Rubin on, this is dangerous territory.
Well, this is Dave Rubin having Lewis Howe on, right? Isn't it?
No, this was Lewis Howe's School of Greatness. Isn't that?
Yeah.
He was having Dave Rubin on.
Naturally.
Like Oprah having Dave Rubin on. Like his audience, it's not Oprah audience, but it's a very, very large audience.
Wow. Yeah, that's dangerous. They should have a producer who knows what they're talking about. Like, oh my God, we're going to get to war with China because of we owe 10% of our debt to them, 12% of our debt.
Maybe they have Tucker Carlson's old producer helping them out.
It's stunning, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, oh God.